GM, everybody. Welcome to our Twitter Spaces featuring Ton. Making sure we have a good mic check. Everything sound good? Give me a thumbs up if you hear me okay.
Yes, everything is all right.
Excellent. GM. So let me go ahead and just start with introductions. I am Billy Jitsu. In case I have any technical issues, it's the random B right next to you, but I'll be speaking through the developer DAO handle. And we have two guests today, two speakers. We have Helena from marketing, which is marketing lead from Ton Society. And hopefully I say this right, Ekin, the director of the Ton Society. So let's go ahead and go first with Helena. Introduce yourself and give us something a little personal, a little professional.
Sure. Hey everyone, it's nice to be here today with Developers DAO. I'm Helena. I'm doing marketing at Ton Society. Professional thing is I've never thought that I would be introducing myself as a marketing person because I've always been just a builder, and I've been a part of developer DAO since like year and a half of 2 years. So it's been right. That was probably the personal detail, but another personal detail is I do 10K steps every day. That's my favorite daily routine. So today I still have my 10K steps to do, and I love just doing walking every day.
A real quick question on that for the 10K steps. Do you just go out and touch grass or do you actually go somewhere?
No, it's literally I go around the around the building or around my neighborhood.
Okay, cool. Just go ahead and take a walk with nice weather and all that.
Yes.
Okay.
It's actually super cool weather today here in Warsaw, where I am right now, and this weekend I'll be in one of my favorite cities in Prague. So I'm looking forward to that.
Very cool. And so Ekin, okay, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm going to go with Ekin because that just seems like it's more natural to me. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Give us a little professional. Give us a little independent.
Thank you. Yeah. So I'm Ekin Tuna, director of Ton Society. Professionally, mainly dealing with the Ton Society stuff here. Personally, love freedom tech, data privacy, these sorts of things. Also, like Helena, I've been a bit builder at least before, but nowadays much more on the foundation side of things. But yeah, I personally align with what the message of Ton and Telegram is, and that's why I'm here, promoting user privacy, individual rights, and data freedom.
Awesome. And we're just going to take it that you do not walk 10K steps a day.
I think I probably do it back and forth in my apartment or in the hotel if I'm in a hotel. So usually when I'm taking these kind of call, like any calls, actually, I just walk back and forth the room. It keeps your mind clear. Doesn't get like muddy when you're sitting down.
Yeah, I could feel that. So pacing is your secret.
I guess so. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so we have tons to cover about Ton, the Ton network. The association with like Telegram, right? It's kind of like the question of like, why does Telegram even need like a chain in a sense overall? So like, let's get into like, what is Ton blockchain? Like, what's the purpose of it overall? Who wants to take that?
Maybe let me start. So Ton blockchain, like any other decentralized blockchain is a decentralized network where you can settle your payments. You can have ownership of digital goods, and obviously digital rights as well. So it is exactly like any other decentralized network. However, performance-wise, it's extremely performant. So when it comes to the developer experience, we have a extremely scaling solution, extremely fast solution. And it's all integrated in Telegram, which is done through the partnership that was announced last year between Ton and Telegram. So there's a exclusive partnership where Ton will be deep partner of Telegram. When it comes to like advertisement revenue, that's going to be settled, and the commissions are going to be paid to the channel owners. Through Toncoin, when we look at Telegram usernames, those can be bought and sold with Toncoin in the Fragment marketplace. Also, the anonymous phone numbers. So, like, Ton is as a partner. It's as close to the Telegram ecosystem as humanly possible, and it gives like developers really that opportunity to tap into the Telegram, let's say, payment settlements and ownership structure through Ton extremely conveniently.
So I'm actually a heavy Telegram user, not because I decided to, but the entire world uses Telegram. And it's like, hey, what's your Telegram chat, right? When we go to every convention or meetup or anything like that. So as an existing Telegram user, what's going to be the changes for me? I'm going to either or can take this, but I'm kind of seeing what the director of marketing would say about this.
Wait, so changes for users for using Ton? There isn't any changes. So
Yeah.
you just,
Right.
you can just open the wallet inside your settings and send transactions to users. You can connect the same wallet to any mini app out there, and then any mini app developer has like ability to reach out all the hundreds of millions of Telegram users. So we like have made it as easy as possible for users to interact with Telegram mini apps with as low friction as possible. Maybe that answers your question.
Yeah, it actually does. Kind of gets us into like SocialFi, right? There's been a large push with SocialFi. We've seen things like Farcaster. We see things like Lens. All these different I forget Friendtech, right? But Telegram already has a ton of users, right? So like you're already in the ecosystem and you're plugged in. So like it's a great way to segue into something that's already existing. So like for people that are looking to build, how does it compare to the EVM? Like how does someone get started, or what are the differences between it?
I can pick this one up because I have a very short answer. Ton has Telegram, Telegram has Ton, but it's not the only opportunity, and it's not the only advantage. Basically, the advantage is that I usually like to mention when I'm talking to my friends that are not so deep on Telegram and Ton and whatever development overall, is that Telegram is actually not about the messaging, and Telegram is not about just the social network in terms of building. Telegram is an immense opportunity for the builders to have a new way of distributing their products and to have a new way of actually creating their apps. So what we have in Telegram is the mini apps technology, which is deeply connected with Ton, and that's the deal breaker for any builder that is creating the products and that is working on the projects themselves, because we all know that it is super difficult to choose if your app is gonna be a mobile application or if it's gonna be a web application, or if you should do it mobile first, or if you should if you should distribute it through the social media, or you should do the performance marketing, or generally how you should approach this whole thing to make sure that you will get the best results and the best performance out of your product. And mini apps, basically they solve it, because your mini app can be the website. It's totally doable to still have your app as a website, but it can be seamlessly integrated inside of Telegram, and obviously connected to Ton, have the wallet connect literally inside the Telegram, and you can just send it as a bot to anyone inside Telegram, and people will just connect their wallets and open the app and start interacting with it right away. So you actually take away so many of the steps from the funnel of getting your people, of getting your users, and of making the people that see your app or link or whatever being your users, that it just completely explains why you should use Telegram, or at least why you should build a Telegram mini app in addition to what you have already, why you should drop your existing web app or your existing product inside Telegram. because that's the way of having everyone in any Telegram chat that you are a part of, and we are all parts of different Telegram chats, having anyone from that chat checking your app right there, starting interacting with your app right there, connecting their wallet just when you send a message and you link your app. And this way of having the users being able to really easily connect and really easily start using the product, this is what helps to create the loyalty. And I think lots of builders they know this struggle, that when you start onboarding the users, you kind of see that there is a large chunk of work on the marketing side to build the loyalty, but then also there is this challenge for those products that are already established, of having the users that are loyal to them, having the users that are using them every day, growing your daily active users, growing your net promoter score, and etc. So all of these metrics, all of those metrics that are super important for the founders, they are easily achievable on Telegram, because you have the direct access to it everywhere, and users just can't really avoid seeing it. Users really can't avoid having it on hand, and obviously you can use all of the advantages of Telegram to interact with the users, to send them the updates, and etc. And besides that, for the builders, so this is going to be a bit of a side topic, but I think this is what is cool to talk about to the builders. Actually, we have Tone Console. So Tone Console is a large chunk of Tone ecosystem. You can use it for many different ways, but the fun thing about Tone Console that I personally like and that I learned super recently is the Tone Keeper messaging. So if you've heard about Wallet Connect and their messaging protocol, they kind of allow to do the on-chain messages, to do the on-chain notifications, etc. So on Tone, you can have the same, but in a more product-oriented way. So it's not only about sending the messages, but it's actually about doing your marketing campaigns, your announcements, your event reminders, your app updates, or whatever, literally inside the wallet that the users already use. And Tonekeeper is one of the most used wallets on Tone ecosystem, and the Tonekeeper messaging, Tone Console API basically works in a way that you just plug it in, and you have a direct way of accessing the users not only via Telegram, which is already an option if you have the Telegram mini app, if you have the Telegram channel, if you have the Telegram community, which most of us have, but also directly on chain. So if anyone has been looking into this, and if anyone has been researching more the on-chain ways of being in touch with your users, and being in touch with the people that are actually opening your app and that are actually interested about the product that you do, and that have connected their wallet to what you're doing, this is the perfect way, and it's super easy. Like it's basically the feature that you can build in one day, and that's what I like about the Telegram mini apps and the Tone development. That there are so many things that you can build in one day, and there's so many different features and product launch opportunities that don't take time. And we all know that for the builder's perspective, and for the roadmap perspective, every day counts, and every feature that you plan, you always keep it in mind that it's gonna take like a week or 2 months to build and test. With Telegram, 100% is gonna be easier. So yeah, oh my god, that was a long answer, but I think that's what is cool about building on Telegram and on Tone, that there is always a super short answer that you can expand on. So our short answer is obviously the opportunity for the builder, and the way that we differ from EVM is that Tone has the access to the Telegram audience, which is 900 million users. But the longer answer is that there is so many ways of builders actually using the ecosystem in a very easy and developer-friendly manner. So it's not only about the user-friendly access, it's not only about the client side, but also about you as a builder, you as a developer, you as a product manager, you as a person behind that product that you are trying to build and distribute.
That was a tall glass of water of information. So let me make sure I didn't like spill something on the side of my mouth here, just to run it back. You're saying that with the Ton and Telegram plugin, I can use this in existing group chats that already has a messaging system already built into people that connect their wallets. So it's similar to like a wallet like push kind of thing. And so anybody that tries my app, I can keep in constant communication with them. And there's an SDK that will just allow me to do my mini app and then run that so they can connect their wallet, create my users. And then I'll also have analytics for the product management to look at how many people use my stuff, how many people are interacting with my DApp, and so on with the SDK. Did I summarize it okay?
Overall, yes. There is how Telegram mini apps work is that you can have your existing website, or you can create a new product that is gonna be inside the Telegram, inside the Telegram mini app, which is basically a bot that you can launch in any chat, and that's what helps to distribute this whole thing. That you just send the username of your mini app, the link to your mini app inside Telegram, and it opens literally inside there. And for your mini app on Telegram, which is connected to Ton, where you can get the wallet connect, you can allow users to connect their wallet in Telegram, their Ton space, their Tonkeeper, whatever other wallets, non-custodial, custodial wallets, whichever user prefer. Besides that, you have the ecosystem that allows you to then contact these users not only via Telegram, which is already an option, but also via the on-chain messaging to their wallets. So it just doubles the ways on how you can retain the users and how you can distribute the app. And it is the way of a builder. I think marketing, usually when I talk to the builders, marketing is what every builder struggles with. It's basically that you kind of have a great idea on what you want to build, and most of the people in the space, they know how to build the things, but then that's such a challenge to get your app to the right audience, to get the users and to explain to them the value and keep them in the app. And that's what Telegram solves. That's what you can do via having your app literally inside every chat that users use, and having the direct access to the users, not only via Telegram, not only via communities, but also via Tonkeeper messages and via all of the development opportunities.
That's super cool. So like the first thing that's coming in my head, is this more of a front end SDK, or is this like, because I see it's a chain, so are you doing smart contracts and front end, or are you doing scripting? Like how does one get started on that in the Ton network?
There's a very simple answer that I have. I'm just gonna send the link to the docs on our space here, and you guys, if you are interested about this and you're listening right now and you wonder how it actually works, you can just open the link and see that there is literally a 3 lines quick start to get it up and running. What you need to do is you just get the script on your you just get a script on your product, and it's basically built in from the very beginning. So that's literally 6 steps to get it done.
Really nice, really nice. Before we get started, I just want to remind everybody here in the space to retweet and share the space for the information on here as we get into a little bit more details about what's happening up in the Ton network. We have an open league hackathon, and we are going to be having boot camps as well. Which one of you guys is going to be going into detail about that?
I think I'll get Akin to do the introduction, and then I'll start filling boot camps as I usually do.
Okay. Akin, your turn. He's back from pacing, so he's going to let us know what's up.
No. Yeah, exactly. I'm going back and forth the apartment again. So, yeah. So the hackathon, basically we started it in April. So it's the Global Ton Hackathon. It's hosted in the Dora Hacks website, so you can see all the details there. The total prize pool is super amazing. So we have $2 million going into the winners across multiple phases. And the boot camps are something that are like a part of it. to help developers really get into kind of the nitty-gritty development work, which is, often the easiest way to do it actually is just to have somebody like mentor you physically somewhere. So let me just like tell a little bit about the program itself, or like how the structure is. So we're gonna have until the 15th of June possible to submit applications to the hackathon. And then there will be until the 5th of July, so 3 more weeks, we're going to be allowing the developers to make edits to the code base, and we monitor like then who kind of get to the best points. On the, I believe, 8th of July, we're going to announce the 50 semifinalists. So 50 semifinalists are going to be going to the finals, and the finalists are going to be then announced, and they can start pitching around the 11th of July. We're going to announce across all the 4 tracks. So we have a number of different tracks in the hackathon. Each of them has 3 winners. So the winners are going to be announced in July 15th. And then to make things a little bit more complicated here, mid-August, so around the 15th of August, we're going to announce 3 projects that are all going to be getting massive rewards. So those 3 projects are going to be selected from the hackathon winners. And we're going to, for this 1 month duration, we're going to be monitoring how well those winners actually build, grow their community, increase, any kind of metric that they want to increase. And then the 3 selected ones are going to be included into our liquidity incentive program, which is called the Open League. Open League is kind of a competition between project founders where we provide liquidity to their tokens directly in the AMM. So that means that there's a lot of eyes on those projects usually. So out of those hackathon winners, we're going to select 3, and we're going to include them directly to the highest tier of our Open League. It includes things like 50,000 Toncoin in liquidity rewards, a number of Telegram advertisement credits. Then actually all the winners have a chance to participate in the accelerator program if the Ton Ventures accelerator selects them. And then from there to kind of find a fast track to their seed round. So there's a lot of things going on there. And actually, so yeah, let me just pause here. Maybe the structure, it's it's a little bit complicated program, but on a high level, this is how it looks like. So maybe is there any maybe clarification needed for that?
This space was downloaded via spacesdown.com. Visit to download your spaces today.
To point out, I just pinned a link to the DoorHacks IO to the space. So for those that are curious, that want to read a little bit further about it, they can click on that link and it'll take you right into the Open League Hackathon. $2 million or $2 million value is a ton of money. And it's way different than most hackathons that we see out here because you're basically taking you from A to Z, from the idea, concept, and nurturing with mentorship all the way to a funding round. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, 100%. And we also have the 3-day boot camps, which we're going to be running from this weekend until the next 3 weekends. We're going to have a little bit of a smaller competition and a really cool program for all the builders who participate physically there to make sure that everybody gets like as easy start as possible. And actually this is pretty popular now. So in the hackathon, we already have, I think, what do we have, like 500 applications? And boot camps wise, we still have some spots left. So it might be super interesting for some builders there. Actually, maybe, I know Helena is working really hard on the program side. Maybe Helena, do you want to do the honors of explaining what happens in the boot camps?
100%. So overall, I want to start with the general idea on how these things are all connected. So here at Ton Society, we are running the offline in real world 3 days events for developers. So those are the boot camps. And basically the boot camps are the perfect place for the builders to come and meet other builders and meet the mentors and pitch their ideas and polish their ideas so that those ideas can be submitted to the Open League Hackathon. So the hackathon is actually the large immense experience for the builders in Ton ecosystem. We have $2 million in rewards. There is 4 tracks, and there is a lot of support from the Ton ecosystem in order to get the projects started successfully, to get the projects launched, up and running, and having lots of users at the very beginning. And this whole the Open League hackathon and the boot camps and this whole initiative is a part of a large ecosystem-wide competition, ecosystem-wide initiative to support the projects, which is called the Open League. So we are all a part of a large program that is being run on the Ton blockchain, which is the Open League. It includes lots of different things for existing projects, for new projects, for the builders, for the tokens, for all of these different participants of the Ton ecosystem. But what we are doing at Ton Society right now is the boot camps, and that's what I'm sharing right now everywhere that I can, because the boot camps is an amazing opportunity for the builders and for the Web3 folks and for all of the people that are listening us right now and that are a part of Developer DAO to actually go outside, touch some grass, meet the people, talk with the people in real life, meet real human beings, and meet all of those unknowns that are hiding behind their profile pictures. So what we are doing is we are running 13 offline 3 days events in 13 different cities. The cities are literally around the world. It's like Europe, Asia, all of the different countries. The first ones are starting literally this Friday. So we start with Prague, Hong Kong, and Moscow, and we're gonna have 10 more events happening during the next 2 weeks. So we're gonna have lots of the time to network and to do the team building, to do the team formations, to allow the builders to meet other builders and form the teams. But the main idea behind these bootcamps is to get the keynotes and to get the speakers and to get the mentors that will help to polish the projects and that will help to prepare the ideas and submit them to the hackathon and to be the winners of the hackathon. So on each of the boot camps, we're gonna have the representatives from Ton Foundation. So we're gonna have the mentors from Ton Foundation, for example, Inal Kardan, that you all probably know, the gaming lead. Alona, that you probably also know, she's an ecosystem lead, and she's also taking care of the grants, the mini app mastermind, the tagged compiler lead, all of the hard skilled developers, the ecosystem folks, the DevRels, so many different people from Ton Foundation, but not only from Ton Foundation, but also from the Ton ecosystem overall. So, for example, in Prague, I'm literally looking at the agenda right now. That's what we've been working on for the past couple of days. In Prague, we're going to have the Notcoin representatives, the Tonkeeper representatives, and the EVA protocol representatives. But in all of the other cities, we're gonna have lots more. So in all of the cities, we're gonna have the people from the best projects in the space that you can actually come up to, and you can ask all of your questions. You can ask for an advice. You can get the mentorship support. You can pitch your idea and actually have the honest feedback from those people that are already successful and that have the projects that were able to gain lots of the users and lots of the attention in the space. So this is that moment where you can have the chill and friendly and cozy talks, and you can attend the workshops where there is limited amount of participants. So we make sure that you have time and you have the space to actually discuss your ideas and actually build the idea that will be in the hackathon and will get to the Open League, because overall that's what the Open League is about. It's about supporting the existing projects, but also nourishing and mentoring the newly joined builders so that they become the greatest projects at all times, so that they gain the Telegram audience, so that they are those amazing and real use cases that actually the space and the people need and that the real world needs. And of course, on each of the bootcamp, there is gonna be the perfect timing to have the talks with all of the mentors, all of the speakers, and all of the participants to make sure that that is gonna be your idea that will win, and that's gonna be your idea that will gain the success in the space. And it's not only about the Ton ecosystem itself. Obviously, it's about the whole Web3 overall, because the support that the participants get, the support that the projects get within the Open League, the bootcamps, the hackathon, it ensures that this is going to be the industry-wide standard for the projects, and that these projects will basically be competing with the other projects in Web3 and with the other great initiatives and products that are out there. So that's what we are aiming to do. We are aiming to support the builders as much as possible and just connect with real builders as much as possible on a personal level, get the mentors there on the spot, get the Ton Society hub leaders, Ton Society active members on site, to ensure that we are there literally interacting with the people and just helping the people to be the part of the Ton ecosystem. So, answering one of the most asked questions, no, you don't have to be the Ton builder already to come to the bootcamps. That's my main point for today, because I know that Developer DAO is a DAO of people, of folks from all of the different chains that are building on all of the different chains, and Ton is not EVM, so for some of the people it might be a bit scary to start building on Ton. Change the way of building the products and get used to the new blockchain, but it's definitely worth it. And the bootcamps is the perfect place to start doing this, and is the perfect place to actually get to know the Ton ecosystem and get to know the Ton development. That's what we are aiming at. And I'll personally be on the bootcamp in Prague and probably on the bootcamp in Warsaw. So if there's anyone that will come to the bootcamp in Prague and in or Berlin or Warsaw, I'll be more than happy to meet you guys in person and to talk with everyone in person. And if not in Prague or Berlin, there's going to be so many more bootcamps where my colleagues will be there, my teammates will be there, and they're all super friendly and nice. I swear. Come to the bootcamps.
Awesome. So the boot camp is going to make you from a nerd to like a super nerd in a sense for the space. So I was looking at like the boot camp locations. May 24th through the 26th is Prague, Moscow, Hong Kong. May 31st through June 2nd is Berlin, Belgrade, St. Petersburg, Taipei, and Seoul. And June 7th through 9th is Warsaw, Kiev. Oh man, I don't know how to say this. Tbilisi, Gurgaon, and Minsk. So those, if you look at the pinned tweets, you can see all the information up there. The primary ones from Developer DAO as well, where you can sign up for the hackathon in the Open League. It's not too late, right? You know, even though it's already started, like it looks like it's a very long like process to go all the way up through August. So would you suggest people to do it online now, or wait till an like event kind of workshop to get started? What's the best way to go forward?
So the applications for the hackathon are indeed open since April, but this is a very long online hackathon, and the duration is actually extended specifically because we want to get as many builders as possible, and we want to make sure that every builder on the space knows about the hackathon. So it's definitely a right time to submit the idea to the hackathon, and there is plenty of time to still work on the projects. The applications close on June 15, so it's still a bit less than a month before the applications close and before you have to submit the project. So we definitely advise to actually create the application on Dora Hacks right now, because it's editable. So up until June 15, when we close the submissions, you can still edit the project description. You can still edit the You can still edit the presentation, the code base. You don't have to keep the code base open as of now. You'll only have to open the repository once the submission closes. So there's plenty of time to do that, and we advise to start it right now. But you'll be able to work on your ideas for a whole month. And during the boot camps, you will just have the opportunity to work on those ideas a bit more. So you really don't have to wait until the boot camp to register to the hackathon. But if you attend the hackathon, if you attend the boot camp for the hackathon and you have your idea submitted to the hackathon, you'll have to add the bootcamp in the description, because we're going to select 15 up to 15 semi-finalists from those people that attend the bootcamps. So the bootcamps is actually a good way to stand out from all of the participants and to actually have an opportunity to be reviewed by the judges and to pitch for the judges for the grand prize. But for the bootcamps itself, we in fact have the prize pool for the participants on site. So even if you don't have your project submitted to the hackathon yet, or if you are not sure if you're gonna win the hackathon, you can for sure win the pitching sessions during the boot camps. And with all of that support, definitely you're gonna have the best possible, the most polished and the most ready idea for the hackathon main judging session. So the best way to go about the hackathon is create the submission on the Dora Hacks, come to the bootcamp, work on the idea, and pitch the idea to the judges when we select the semi-finalists. And we have 2 days live online pitching for the judges for all of the semi-finalists selected. But yes, the competition is already ongoing, so there is a perfect chance to start everything right now and be ready for the large judging period and for the prizes, because there's lots of them. Oh my god, I sound like a shiller, but I just love the experience, and I just love this opportunity that we are creating. And in particular, I love that there is this chance of having the IRL experience, having the IRL meetups, and being there offline on site with all of the people. I think that's what we all lack a lot in Web3, having real world interactions. And that's what we are trying to build right now with Ton Society. We are trying to build the community that will be actually an in-person and a digital community which is intersected, and we have lots of different experiences both online and offline.
100% with the in real life kind of meetups. I think we tend to sometimes seclude ourselves as developers, and we stay in our one little room, and we don't get to do the 10K steps from time to time. So we just literally live in our room. So when we meet other people that have the same interests, it's pretty awesome to meet people all over the world. It's a different type of energy for sure. So for those that are interested and want to jump on there, if you look at the latest tweet from Developer DAO, the Fast Track to Open League, it takes you to the link that'll take you to the Dora Hacks that has all the information that we covered here on a single page. The Open League Hackathon, the prizes, the in real life boot camps, all the in-person sessions. So all the details you need based on that initial pin. So we are going to open it up for a few questions. I know people were requesting out here. I don't know if we want to have any more finalized statements from Helena or Ekin. Ekin's probably still pacing back and forth a little bit. But as we wait for questions, do you have any closing comments? I'm assuming that thumbs up was okay. So we're going to give it to...
That was you. You caught me on my pacing.
Yeah, I don't see anybody requesting right now, so I don't think we have any more questions. We are going to have a thread detailing like all the hackathon and boot camps from Developer DAO, so definitely keep an eye out for that. But I mean, yeah, just get building. Like, it sounds like a really good opportunity. There's not too many of these that really pop up, to be honest. I'm pretty active in the hack scene, doing like different hackathons and different ideas. And I haven't seen anything like this in a long time that mixes the real life and that takes you from like A to Z, from like an idea to actually building something to get a funding round. Also meeting the team and meeting a lot of people in Ton. Like it's like Telegram, right? Like there's already like, how many users are in Telegram right now?
Like 900 million users that are literally using Telegram at least every couple of days.
Yeah.
This is like crazy. Can you imagine that as we speak, there is like almost 1/7 of the world that is using Telegram. But you all know this. Like, why do we even have to mention the users of Telegram if everyone here has a Telegram and everyone, at least once in a lifetime, has sent that message during the conference, which is like, oh, we met at the conference. Here is a photo of us.
Yeah, exactly that. Like that's literally how I got on Telegram. I was like, "Do you have Telegram?" I'm like, "What's that?" And then we took a picture together, and now I have Telegram, right? So having access to that many users and the user base is obviously one of the biggest hurdles for any DApp to take traction. So definitely got it. We have Melons here with a question, so go for it, dude.
Hey, hi guys. Thanks, Helena, Aiken, and Billy, for all the information. Quick question, okay? So, usually with a new chain and a new wallet, one of the more prominent issues is moving money over from my other wallets or moving money over from other chains. And maybe, also swapping, a lot of times swapping tokens over, bridging basically. So, I see that with Ton Connect and the Ton Keeper, we have these things where everything can be done inside Telegram. But how about if I still want to use my daily wallet, the wallet that I've been using for years? Does Ton Connect allow me to use my favorite DEX, which is outside Telegram, to use my favorite wallet, which is outside Telegram, and be able to simply connect like Wallet Connect? Yeah, that's all. Thanks.
I can do. I want to answer.
Uh,
I can answer as a builder. I
yeah.
before
Okay.
joining Telegram, before joining Ton Society, and before joining Telegram as an ecosystem and Ton as ecosystem, I've been participating in the hackathons, and I've been a participant of Ethereum hackathons as well. And so for one of the hackathons, we did build a mini app where we had Wallet Connect integrated, which is the EVM Wallet Connect, and we just we were able to connect any EVM wallet inside the mini app. So it is 100% possible, and it is very easy actually, because it's all the basic development that you all know. There is no there is not many specifications for mini apps on Telegram, so you can actually get the EVM wallet connect pretty easily there. But as the builders overview, Eken, maybe you have more of a foundation way to explain this.
No, I think your explanation is perfect. I could not do it better.
I was gonna say it sounds like a hackathon project, to be honest, right? Like if you have an idea, you have a problem, like that's how things get built out, right? Like it's like, oh, I wish something would do this, and it's kind of like developing's like wizardry. You could just kind of like make it happen. So could be a good, bridge project.
Yep. Thanks, guys, for answering that. So, as I understand, it's the mini apps is the way going forward for this wallet connections, but the Ton Connect or any other example, deep linking or any other ways of using um, these other apps that I've been using isn't possible. You have to use a mini app.
For Wallet Connect, yes. I think it works only with mini apps. Helena, maybe you can correct me if I'm wrong here, but I don't think it works with others.
I'm
I
not
think
sure what is the question exactly about. So if you have some DEX which is an EVM DEX, then they usually have the wallet connect only for the EVM chains, but that's like on the DEX side. And if you are personally building something, you can do it multi-chain. You can integrate the EVM wallet connect into the mini apps. You can do a ton dApp, which also is multi-chain with EVM wallet connect. So it's like it depends on what's the perspective that we are discussing here. If it's from the perspective of a builder, from your side, you can definitely get your favorite type of products and build them for Ton and for EVMs. But if it's like, if it's like Uniswap, then it's up to Uniswap to have the wallet connect.
Yep, got it. I was coming in from the Uniswap or the wallet owner perspective. So if Uniswap were to, have their product be available with inside the Ton network or inside Telegram rather specifically, then they would have to deploy a mini app, and that's the best way forward for them. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's true. And like we do support, porting over existing applications and building kind of the mini app implementation for those. So a really, really good hackathon idea is to build like a front end for one of the other protocols out there on maybe EVMs. And, then you could technically, as a builder, apply for a grant from their side and also a grant from the foundation side to connect this mini app to the Telegram user base. I think that would be like a really, really cool use case, and we would love to see more of those.
Got it. And the same goes for wallet. Let's say if MetaMask were to do it.
Yes, 100%. I actually
Yeah.
want to say here two things. So first, we have a hackathon track specifically for the onboarding systems and getting the new users, getting the users from other chains on Ton and on Telegram mini apps. So it's definitely a perfect idea for the hackathon because that's literally the track that we are having, and that's what the ecosystem needs. And then secondly, the fun part about the mini apps is that it's super easy in deployment, and you actually can build the mini app for any existing web app, for any existing dApp from any chain, any ecosystem that you like. So it's not even about Uniswap in particular deploying their mini app on Telegram or whatever. It's like any person can just get the existing app or create a new one and put it inside the mini app. It is just super easy. And I want to share our upcoming workshop with Developers DAO. So we're going to have the workshop on Developer DAO Discord with one of our great builders, Chris. And Chris is actually gonna go over the Telegram mini apps in particular, because we have an open documentation, but there's so many tips and tricks for the developers, and Chris is one of the developers that is actively working with the Telegram mini apps. He's also done a workshop for the hackathon, but we're gonna have a unique and developer DAO specific workshop about that. So I just want to invite you and everyone else that is interested about building Telegram mini apps for this workshop. It's going to happen on May 29th. So Chris is actually going to explain in details and maybe even do a small live coding workshop to show how this is all done. But long story short, anyone can build the mini app for any existing or new idea. It's super easy.
Perfect. Thank you so much, guys.
Nice. How exclusive. So that's May 29th?
Yes.
Developer DAO members, now you have an intimate moment to get started in Ton. So we'll make sure to throw that out there and do some reminders, but really, really cool. Well, it looks like we don't have any other questions. So everybody remember to follow Ton Society right here as the speaker space. Make sure to follow Ekin. Keep up to date what's happening in the Ton space with the hackathon, past the hackathon, right? You're going to start seeing stuff in Telegram, right? You're going to start seeing those ads. You're going to start seeing those ideas, mini apps. So be part of it, right? Don't stand by, watch everybody else, building stuff and getting awesome grants. Be part of the revolution. Thank you guys so much. Nice meeting you guys, and we'll be talking soon. Any closing statements?
Thank you so much for having us here and letting me show the boot camps and talk about the hackathon and talk about the mini apps. This is so cool to have more exposure for the ecosystem, for the Web3 wide ecosystem communities, because we have very strong community inside Ton, but obviously as Ton Society we want to have as much as much attention and as many builders from other ecosystems as possible. So that's a very great pleasure to be here today, and I hope that the workshop that is coming is gonna be super fun and interesting for all of the builders and all of the developers.
So thanks for having us, and definitely look forward to seeing what everybody builds here. Thanks for listening.
Thank you, everybody. Catch you at the hackathon.